Hey guys, I'll try to make it short and sweet. So one, like, subscribe, please, come on. 87% watch this videos, don't follow. Also, I was thinking about doing, I'm not sure, like in the life of, just because we do so much different things. I mean, between this, I also have another job that I do while my son's doing this, just because my career before this was security. So I'm an assistant director of a ski resort for security and safety. So I do that also. On top of that, we're maintaining 2 properties. We just kind of get spread thin on a lot of stuff. So I thought that might be kind of cool, just for something a little different. But let me know your thoughts. I mean, if that'd be something that you're interested in. I have a couple channels that one of them I can easily turn into that. But that way you're following, the whole idea is following somebody that, my business is not a big business. It's a home business, just like most of you guys out there are doing. I'm also doing another job. Unfortunately, my wife isn't happy because we don't take any money from this and put it into the house. The reason we're able to grow so fast is because I work another job for the house. I do this to build this. That's how come we've turned a lot of stuff around. We've got a lot of equipment and stuff. Also, I invest in cryptocurrency, so we've done really good with that. But this is things I'll go over in our new channel, which will be in the description below. Hopefully I have it going by now, so please check it out. So today we ended up taking some old Steely rims from a customer, sandblast them down, and use Kingsport Gray on them. To me, I find that Kingsport Gray hides almost everything. These rims are super pitted up, but that Kingsport Gray, I think it's because it's not a black, but it's a dark color with the metallics. It just helps it out. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. Today, actually, Greener Blast Technologies is coming down, and I'm gonna try to do a video and get video clips. They're helping me pull my wet blast trailer apart and turning it into a dry trailer for this weekend, just because our normal trailer went through 4 quarts of oil the other day. So we've got to figure out that problem. I don't want to put on a job site. So let's make it short and sweet. Like, subscribe, all that good shit, and enjoy the video. Hey guys, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go around and we're gonna get all the weights off, along with all the monitors here. Gonna take those off. Also, the customer does know. I explained the whole seam thing to her. She understands. She knows they may not be perfect, but we are gonna go hot flocking instead of regular cold. That way, there's a better chance of a bubble not coming up through the powder through there. So you'll notice that we are going to be hot flocking the face of these just to prevent that bubble, and hopefully we only get the little dinky ones, nothing major that we have to cut with a knife. So I mean, you already saw them in the previous one, but yeah, nothing good about these. So okay, put that back up there and enjoy the video. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to sandblast yet again. So, as you know, metal rims like this, they will hold. You can see the discoloration now. So the reason this bubbles is if you look up in that crack, that's air pockets that are up there. And this is why this stuff bubbles, is because it's just hard. So that's why we're gonna be hot blocking this anyways. So we usually do after we blast, if we know we're gonna have metal rims that are gonna stay a while to stop the flash rusting. Well, I did not have any more. I was like, okay, like what about fast touch? It converts rust. So it must do basically the same thing. Of course, this is what I get. And of course, I should have known that's what I was gonna get. So we are gonna, since we did all the hard blasting, this is just light stuff. We're gonna actually use our blast cabinet. I went through yesterday. I replaced the media inside. I replaced the glass. I replaced the filter. I replaced the gloves. So we should be all set now when it comes to sandblasting them. And I'm gonna use my new glasses to do some recording on some, and this for high speed. But yeah, so right now we're gonna be going through and sandblasting all the gray or all the fast etch off it, get them clean. And today is part of the heat wave where Friday, I think the 3rd, July 3rd, it's like 90 degrees already. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, I think. So let's get these blasted and powder coated so I can get the hell out of here. I know you guys are gonna say with fast etch you can powder coat over it, and yes, you are right, it does create a phosphate layer. Unfortunately, it annoys the hell out of me with my OCD, so I don't like it. I have no problem with doing it on here, that I have no problem, but with the faces and stuff, I do not want it on. Like I said, yes you can, and a lot of you guys probably put it on, rinse it off, do the whole thing. I don't want to powder coat with it on, so. Okay, so we blasted the rims. I didn't bother cleaning up the phosphate on the drum because, as you know, you don't necessarily need to do it, whatever. So we're all set with that. And I know I'm gonna get nailed in the comments. You didn't have to clean up the phosphate from the front and the back. I know that. Just my OCD won't let me unless it looks clean. So what we're gonna be doing now is Eastwood paint prep, and we're gonna go through, we're gonna spray it down, we're gonna rinse it, and then we're gonna put it in the oven and let it outgas, or I know still you don't really have to outgas, but just to get all that moisture out from the paint prep. Once that's done, we are gonna hot block these, so then we'll just pull them out of the oven and start with them. I do have my new glasses, so we are gonna try them. We're still in the project, so let's get to the greasing. Again, we got to watch out for this ridge right there. We got to get some in there, but not too much. We need it to melt as soon as it hits. And this is just for looks, as you guys know. I am not seeing any bubbles up in the corners. Good. Hopefully that seals it enough where we can do we have them at 320 degrees right now. But remember, we want to watch out for framing. That's why we're going to do the back first. Now we're going to hit the front. Going to try to make sure we have enough in that area. I have seen some people not do this drum, and I know you don't have to do it, but customers don't look at it as done if you don't do it. And the next two rims I'm going to do it with my cell phone, so. I'm not seeing bubbling, but that's not saying there can't be. And when you get those deep cracks like that, this is the best way to do it. If you do not do it this way, you will 100% get bubbling in that gap. But unfortunately, even doing it this way, you still could get bubbling in that gap right there. I let the customer know there's a chance of it, but hopefully we don't have to deal with it. But fingers crossed, basically. So I'm gonna get these media glasses. Hopefully this did good about, they're pretty much already hot vlog. I mean, already outgassed. So let me get these glasses off and do a normal phone. Okay, and now we are going to do a light coat on the front. Just a light coat because we have to worry about framing. So back here, getting that top area first. Yes, I know it's going to be a little thick, which is fine. But we have to make sure we go to the front before it cools off. Now, first thing we're going to do is a crease. Make sure we take care of the framing. Hopefully it didn't cool down enough. I am not seeing any bubbling yet, but we won't know until it goes in the oven. Okay, next one. And let's bring this one into the oven. It's already flowed out, but we're gonna give it a nice flow out again. As you see, the flow out has already happened, but let's just heat it up to 300. I might let this cool down too much. I didn't even think of that, but. Looks like we pretty much used up all of our, only have a little bit left, but that's fine. I can't wait to see which looks better, the glasses or the phone, but we will see, because next these will go in and we will get clear coat. Let me put this on that and I'll move this over here. Like I said, once the ones in the oven hit probably about 300, I will pull them out, let them cool down, and I'm hoping the clear will be fine on them. I hate hot fucking clear. I just don't like it. Okay, guys. We always test on a side, make sure it's gonna stick. Good. Back, because of framing. We like to keep back also. Stay back with enough room. Again, guys, if you don't know what framing is, when you go from the back, see how it's a little thicker around those holes? Okay, that's framing. If I had to do the front first and then the back, it'd be super thick around those. By doing the back first and then coming to the front, now I can even it out. See how it's kind of built up in here? That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about bubbling, but we will see. We'll do these two with the glasses and then two with the phone. I'm just testing to see which ones are better. Creases, wait until all the shiny goes. So if you go like this, you can see the shininess. Remove all the shiny. I don't want to get too much in that crease because I'm still worried about the bubbling, even though it didn't with the color. Usually they bubble. I'm hoping the color sealed it enough that air is not going to escape with the clear coat. course, on the top, you see those specks? That's just powder from this, which of course we don't really care because it's in your wheel wall and it will fall off once everything gets, not out guys, sorry, I'm paying attention to where the wheels are. Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna do the other two with the phone and see which one gives us better visual on these. We're testing out between our glasses and this is the phone. We got some new glasses to do some recording, so we're just testing. Okay, we're gonna make, is it gonna stick? We're gonna do the back because of framing, like you guys know. And this should fill in a lot of that in here. Hardest part first. If you look closely, you can see a light part going through. It's shiny. That has to be gone. You go until the shine is gone. Framing is when you start on one side and you get a build-up from it wrapping around, okay? If you look, wrapping around. If I did this first and then did it back to where it was framing on this, then that would be double fit and it'd be kind of a weak point. So if I do the back first and then do the front, then it's leveling it all out. Let's get in that area first. I don't want to put too much in here because I'm still worried about the bubbling. After this is done, hardest part first, bring yourself out, make sure all the shine is gone. Now we can go and get it ready to go in the oven and we can start on our next color.